Welcome back to RAYGO Reactions. Do you know what time it is? I think you do. It's Thursday, it's Nightwish time. It's Thursday, it's... Guys, before we get into the reaction today, there's a little, I want to say competition. It's not really a competition. I'm going to do this little thing. I'm going to react to one of your guys' suggestions. It can be any song in the world that I react to. For your chance to win this, all you have to do is click the link that is pinned in the comments below. It will send you over to my music channel, RAYGO Bloom. Then all I want you to do is click on any of those music videos and tell me in the comment section on any of those videos, name what this riff is. I'm not even playing it right. It could, listen, the riff, you know what riff it is. If you're a die-hard rock fan, you know what riff that is. All you have to do, I repeat, is click on the pins below. What is pinned is RAYGO Bloom. Subscribe to our channel. Click on any of those videos and let me know what song that is. And what I will do is I'll shout you out on the next video and I will react to whatever song it is you've asked for. It's a good day. I'm happy. For one reason and one reason only. I love Pink Floyd as much as the next guy, and you guys have heavily suggested reacting to High Hopes, the cover that Nightwish have made. Now, you know what? Without further ado, let's just get into it! That sounds magical.
Beyond the horizon, oh, the place we lived when we were young, in a world of magnets and merry-go-rounds.
Sick.
Our thoughts strayed constantly, and without boundary, the ringing of the division bell had begun.
Look at his piano. His piano is down like a guitar would be, down to your waist where he's playing it. He must get a cool feel out of that. I wonder how he developed that. Like, was he doing that in his bedroom? Was it just like that? Or did one day... Like, how do you even get in that position to play the piano? That's sick.
Along the long road, long down to the causeway, will they still meet there by the cut? There was a ragged band that followed in our footsteps, running before time took our dreams away, leaving the myriad small creatures that tried to tie us to the ground, till life consumed by slow decay. The grass was greener, the light was brighter, with friends surrounded, the light of wonder. Broken beyond the embers, all the bridges going behind us, to a glimpse of how green it was on the other side. Steps taken forward.
Guys, look, it's the little things. I've said this before, it's the little things that mean something, that if they weren't doing it, you would see a difference. It's if when they're doing it, you don't notice it. It's like the bass guitar. A lot of people, they can't hear the bass, yeah. Subconsciously they can. And when the bass isn't there, the song is, you know about it. You're like, what? This sounds bad. It sounds... something's missing. I don't know what it is, but something's missing. That's what a person who doesn't know music says. And the moment the bass is... If you take the bass out and then you put it there, they'll go, oh, it's the bass. Do you know what I mean? But that also works within the performance. It's the little things. He's got his keyboard. Again, I mention it. It's cool. It's lent weird. It makes you go, that's unusual. That's unique. Then you've got, and I think his name is Emu or Emu. Forgive me, but I'm starting to pick up things here. I know Floor, and I know, I'm going to say Emu. Sounds a bit more Finnish. Is that where he's from? Emu just stood up, like he must have turned the volume down on his guitar, and then he's leaning on it like that. The drummer finishes what he's doing. He stops, and then he just rests on his drums. You might not be picking up on it, but trust me, you are watching. You're going, everyone's doing something. This is cool. Whereas if they just stood there like lemons, it's not as effective. It's the little things these guys do that make them that. Je ne sais point. You know what I mean? I don't even know what that means, but I see it on Only Fools and Horses. Let's go.
But sleepwalking back again, dragged by the force of some inner tide. When the high sound to kill with flag unfurled, we reach the dizzy heights of that window.
That's tight. Wow.
Encumbered forever, desire and ambition. There's hunger still unsatisfied. Our weary eyes still stray to the horizon. Though down this road we've been so many times. The grass was greener. Light was brighter. With friends surrounding. The night so wonder. With friends surrounding.
Now,
Get those.
he is a gangster. Is that the same guy who's singing? This was 17 years ago. Saying, is he the same guy who's singing to this day with Floor? The guy who's doing the romanticide and stuff. Is he the OG? He is a gangster on another level. Too many things were just going through my head right then. Let's start from the beginning. The keyboard player absolutely... he shined. Reason being, they wasn't using a metronome, yeah. And I could feel the timing drifting in and out of... speeding up. When you use a metronome, for those who don't know, it's a robotic ticking sound that will not go out of time. It's some bands, usually the drummer will have one in his ear and he will just stick to the beat. This was organic and authentic and almost carried by the keyboard player for the majority of the song. He was... and you could hear it. He was literally being patient with it. He was like, no, forget timing. I'm going to feel the music. And he was just... I could see every now and then, he was hitting the key a millisecond of a second late. And then some of them were early and some were late. And what it's doing is it's just giving it the push and pull movement. If you're just sticking to a metronome, it's just going to push the whole way through. There's no pulling back. It's just pushing. Some songs are good with that. But I personally prefer no metronome. And I think that's why going to watch a live band is better where they play musical instruments and there's no metronome. It just gives it more of a feel to me. And... moving on from him, let's move on to the drummer. He's just cool. He just is cool. The fact, I love how he's leaning on his drums. Again, it's like all of them just really love music. They love music. He was feeling it. He was in the zone. They're all in the zone. It's not just another night. They're not just, we get paid, let's just go out there, let's get this done and get out of here. I mean, I don't know what's going on in their heads. Maybe sometimes they do feel like that, but they're certainly not showing it because he looked like he was only wanted to be there and was made to be there. The drum fills he was coming up with then, I'm going to have to go back. Whether you want to stick around or not, it's completely separate. I'm going back, guys, so you might want to stick around. The drum fills he was just doing were insanely good. The tom work. The drums sound good. Listen, it's not just a drum kit's a drum kit. It's a matter of what drum kit you choose. I mean, I don't know who's tuning his drums, but they're tuned nice and the bop he's getting off those toms, like bop, bop, bop. It's just creating this seriously good. His drum kit sounds mint. Now listen, I'm going to say something. In regards to Metallica, the singer sounds like James Hetfield. He might have been before. No, he wouldn't have been, surely. Maybe the same age, but I can hear, and I'm not saying he's inspired by James Hetfield, but there's vibes of James Hetfield there. And in my personal opinion, James Hetfield is a numero uno gangster, a serious contender for one of the coolest frontmen out there in rock and roll. So that's a huge compliment to him. But going back to the drummer and what I'm saying about the drum kit itself and it sounding good, I think Lars Ulrich's drum kit sounds whack. Now, I know there's a lot of you guys out there who think the same thing. There's also a lot of you guys who think, nah. Lars Ulrich's hi-hat sounds whack. Now, it just doesn't sound good. And there's a lot of their songs where it's just like penetrating my ears. And I'm thinking, turn that down, if not off. You know what I mean? Go to the shop and buy a new hi-hat. He has it on like half closed, half open. Close it. When there's the verse, I want those dynamics to be closed. I want tss, tss. If you don't know, it's your hi-hat. I want it to be like tss, 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 tss. Tight. Even tighter than that. Lars Ulrich, even when it's a nice, chilled verse, he's just going, tss, 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 and it's like, dog, is there a snake on your drum kit? Okay, turn it off. Now, that's just me, and I would say it to Lars's face. I ain't no backstabber. I'll say it to his face, even though I've never met the guy. But listen, it's all love. I'm just saying his drum kit sounds rubbish. His drum kit in Nightwish is just, it's on point, it's flawless, and I love it when, drums are a big thing to me. They sound awesome. And it's very hard to get right. I don't want to bore you guys, but if I keep going on about this, but hey ho, you know, this is my channel. I'm allowed to bore yous. I record my own music here, and I can't afford a drummer. You know, it means I don't have a drummer in my band. We're mainly acoustic, like Simon and Garfunkel, but a bit more rock and roll. Like, it's a bit more upbeat, it's a bit more heavy. However, that means I have to make my own drum kit. And I do that using a MIDI, and I have to create the beats myself, but then I've got to make it try and sound like a real drum kit, and it's honestly hard to do. Real producers might listen to my music and go, I can tell, but at the end of the day, I can't afford to hire a drummer, and I can't afford to get someone to play them, and I can't afford for someone to mix. I have to mix my own music, record it, produce it, master it. It's a difficult thing, but I went to music college to do that. I'm going off topic, but what I'm saying is, drums, do not underestimate that drum kit. And as for the guitar player, he had his own little spin. You know, David Gilmour certainly ain't doing none of that Eddie Van Halen stuff. But I've said it before, I've said it twice, and I'll say it thrice. Emu, forgive me if I've got it wrong, he still only picks and does what's right for the song. He still didn't go overboard. He could have easily gone and done it wild, because he's got the technique to do that. He's got the skills and the techers to go, I'm going to go sick here. He still doesn't. He keeps everything under wraps. He's humble with his guitar playing. I just think a lot of songs don't need it. I think save that for your bedroom. Or save it for one of the songs. Can this song primarily be me on the guitar and just do it? Go for it, yeah, you can. Slash does that with Guns N' Roses. He has a primary moment. Give him 10 minutes. Angus Young does it. If he does it, I want to see it, to be honest, because personally I love guitar, but I know people get bored of solos. And Emu stays humble with it. He goes, now I'll do what it takes. I won't go overboard. And he hits the correct notes that I would hit. And there's a lot of guitarists who would hit notes I don't want to hear the sound of. I'm not going to go into that. But it's all personal preference. And he hits the notes that I want to hear. The cadences that I want to feel. And the piano player on the last bit of this song then, he hit the perfect cadence. Like, I didn't think he was going to do it. I thought he was going to leave it on. Doo, 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 doo. But he didn't. He gave the crowd what they wanted, and it was like, dum. He ended on that last chord. He wrapped the song up. He put a bow on top and gave it to you. Gee, the singer, he's playing the bass, by the way. He's not playing the guitar when he's singing. And you can see how much he almost wants to play the guitar by the way he's strumming it. When people play the bass, they're meant to just be like, dum, 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 with the finger, like dum dum dum. Or if they are going to use a pick, which some bass players do, some don't, you'll be like, when he is watching him sing, he's going like that. He's strumming the bass. Who strums the bass? He does. He's a gangster. Right, guys, I know this has been long, but I'm going to finish this off with the final few minutes from the fourth minute, because it was gangster. Let's go. leave me like that? Nah. Finishes it. Guys, honestly, that was insane. That was insane. I'm highly. They just keep. That was good stuff. That was really, really good stuff. I hope that you guys at home who might not know much about music, I hope I'm showing you things that you might not see. Because I want you to get a better understanding of why these are as big as they are and why the musicians see them in the light they do. Because we see things that some non-musicians don't see. Just like even if you're an actor and you're watching an actor, you're going to see cool things that they do that I wouldn't see. Like, I just think, oh, he looks like a good actor, but I don't know if he's doing subtle things here. There you go. He sold that. You know what I mean? You know what I'm trying to get at. But listen, if you've liked this video, share it. But most importantly, subscribe, guys. I want to get this to 10,000 subscribers. Honestly, that would be a milestone for me. Until next time, peace out. I don't know how or why I planned these promises I can't make, but it boils down to reasons you can't take. I'm afraid I'm a bad boy for saying things that I'll take back one day, but I can't seem to shake this man I've came. You love and hate. You made the choice that you'd like some rather than none. You made the choice that you'd like some rather than none. So when the time comes, I'll be conscience free, 'cause I know I've done no wrong to you. I know me, but that's the one key I can never twist. I've said my piece and I have made it clear. I've been sincere. There's not much more I can say. You cannot have it any other way. No, there's not much more I can say. You cannot have it any other way. You made the choice that you'd like some rather than none. You made the choice that you'd like some rather than none. So when the time comes, I'll be conscience free, 'cause I'll know